Olá, sejam bem-vindos a mais uma aqui gravação de Star Ocean The Second Star R. A gente tá aí a caminho de ver o rei para receber a permissão para a investigação do Sorcery Globe no mundo. Então vamos partir aqui. Já temos um inimigo aqui na frente.
You ready for this?
We can win this. Hope. Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
We got enemies.
Here they come.
Crash! Weaker
That's
than I
one for
thought.
us. Here they come.
We got enemies.
How about this?
Crash!
That was easier
That
than I
was an
thought.
easy win.
Bom, daqui já dá pra ver um castelo de fundo lá, né? Então é provavelmente pra onde a gente vai ali.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10. Here they come.
We got enemies.
That was easier than I
That was
thought.
an easy win.
The trip took a lot longer than I thought.
There's nobody around.
The castle looks like it's locked up too.
Let's stay at the inn for the night. We can visit the castle tomorrow.
Why, it's Raina! You've been quite a stranger lately.
Sorry I haven't been around, Aunt Rachel. How are things going?
Oh, as well as always, I'd say. Oh, found a new man, did you? Worrying Westa to no end, no doubt.
He's not my boyfriend.
Well, you didn't have to shout it like that.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Well, you're in luck. I've got a lovely vacant room just for the two of you. How about I let you stay there for the night? On the house.
Are you sure that's okay?
Oh, nothing but the best for my niece on her
I told you already, it's not like that at all.
Not at all, huh?
Come to think of it, Mr. Flack paid a visit to town a couple of weeks earlier.
Diaz was here?
But he left soon afterwards. Not that he had any particular destination in mind.
I see.
Well, make yourselves...
Thank you so much, Aunt Rachel.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Take care of Raina for me, all right?
Yes, of course. By the way, I couldn't help but wonder, who's Mr. Flack?
You mean Diaz?
She mentioned the name earlier, so I was just curious.
His full name's Diaz Flack. He used to live in Arlia like me. Something terrible happened to him though.
Well, I'll try to avoid the subject then.
Thanks.
Do you mind if I make one request, though?
What is it?
You really don't have to call me Mr. Kinney. It just makes me feel weird when I call you Raina.
Okay, I'll remember that from now on.
Well, let's get ready for bed then. It's getting late.
Looks like it. Good night, Claude.
Good night, Raina.
Well, how did...
We had a great night's sleep, Aunt Rachel. Thanks for asking.
Oh, you know that's not what I meant.
A mulher já tava querendo saber como foi a noite dos dois no quarto, né? A Hannah já falou logo que ela dormiu muito bem. Bom, aqui a gente tem um save point normal, ele não recupera a vida. Vamos salvar aqui. Eu sou filho de Deus. E aqui eu acho que já tem um evento.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. He had 3 eyes.
This is the front desk for the audience check.
This is the place. I'll write our names in for you.
Ah, I see you're here on behalf of Mayor Regis of Arlia.
Yes, sir. I'd like to have an audience as soon as possible if I'm...
Very well. If you could kindly wait until I make the arrangements.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome to look around the castle until the time comes.
That would be great. Thank you. We're in, Claude.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Just remember to be...
Pardon me.
It is an honor, Your Majesty.
Ah, it's you, Raina. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I can hardly recognize you.
I'm glad to see you in good spirits, sire.
Oh, there's no need for formalities, Raina. What can I do for you today?
Yes, sire. We have begun to conduct an investigation into the sorcery globe. As part of that, we were wondering if Your Majesty could give us whatever information on the globe and its properties that you currently...
Heavens, you're the one conducting this investigation?
Yes, sire, and we are treating the job with as much result...
Well, if that be the case, then it would... I don't need to remind you of all the earthquakes and volcanic eruptions that have occurred worldwide.
Have you given any thought to the idea?
Well, without some kind. I hear that people and monsters are fighting a pitched struggle in El.
Are there any ships right now that can take us to El?
There are, but they have been strictly regulated. I am afraid we know very little about the machinations of the sorcery globe.
Haven't you sent a team?
I have, but unfortunately, any hope for their return seems to... To sum up the current situation, despite all our best efforts, we have failed to obtain even a...
I see.
That's why we've decided to enlist the help of any willing adventurers in the area.
That explains all of the adventurers we saw in town.
I hardly need to remind you, Raina, that your investigation into the sorcery globe is an extremely dangerous endeavor. If it were up to me, I would sincerely suggest that you call...
Don't worry, I'll be all right. I have Mr. Kenny on my side here.
Oh, so you have that much faith in his strength. In any case, it looks like you could do with...
Here, His Majesty has granted you a travel permit, along with a small...
But Your Majesty!
Please, take it. It's a perfectly fitting payment for helping us root out the cause of...
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
If you're traveling to the El Kingdom, the interim transport ship departing from Kurik would be best.
We appreciate your generous support, Your Majesty. I hardly even opened my...
It's not just you. Even I felt like I had butterflies.
What is the meaning of this? I believe I procured...
What the hell are you talking about, lady? You practically stole it from me!
Stole? Exactly when did I partake?
Enough of your crap! Hand it over or you're...
Wait a minute. I can't just let this go on.
Claude?
Hmm?
Who the hell's this little brat?
Hey, you! That's no way to speak to a lady, you know.
What was that?
Let's be a little more civilized here, all right?
Are you talking to me, kid?
If I recall correctly, you were gonna fight me, not this little boy.
What? I'll kill you, you little...
If you want to pick a fight, you'd best choose your opponents more carefully. Not that I'm particularly enthralled with getting in a fight over...
You're gonna pay for this!
Hopefully that taught him something. I must thank you, my boy. You were quite the courageous one.
boy?
Your bravery has struck a chord inside of me.
It was...
You're blushing, Claude.
By the way, are you the couple who had an audience with the king earlier?
How'd you know that?
I just happened to be on a tour of the castle at the time, and I overheard some guards gossiping about two people who got special permission to jump ahead in the king's schedule.
And you realized that was us?
I wondered what made that pair so special, so I sneaked into the throne room.
That's impressive.
I have some information that I believe you will appreciate. Without going into too many details, I just happened to get my hands on this map from an auction that I attended not long. Supposedly, this map shows the way to an ancient treasure hidden in... Would you be interested in joining me as I explore?
We really don't have time to...
Oh? Are you sure? Well, would you like to come along?
An ancient treasure. Maybe... Sounds like fun. I'll take the offer.
Ah, I knew you'd come around. My name is Celine Jules. I'm a treasure hunting in... Now then, let me show you the map one more. See this? First we'll set off for the...
Cross Cave? You mean that natural cave? Everyone knows that.
Indeed, it's the very one.
I would have thought that anything worth excavating in there was long gone.
Well, supposedly this map just recently...
Wow.
Right. Let's make sure we...
I could get used to having you two around.
I'm not feeling very good about...
Hmm? Did you say something?
Me? No.
Bom, vamos encerrar o vídeo de hoje por aqui. A gente conseguiu audiência com o rei e a Celine juntou-se ao grupo aí pra gente ir numa caça ao tesouro na Cross Cave. E isso aí a gente vai deixar para o próximo vídeo, ok? Então não esqueça de acessar o site www.vitasrealgamer.com.br e as redes sociais Vitas Real Gamer, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Cool Threads, os grupos no Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp e Discord. E tudo isso você encontra lá no site também, na página de contato, tem lá os links das redes sociais e tudo mais, um formulário para você entrar em contato também. E além, é claro, de muitas notícias, gameplays, de detonados e tudo mais lá dentro do site, beleza? Então eu vou ficando por aqui, uma ótima final de quinta-feira para todos, né? Que esse vídeo vai ao ar quinta-feira à noite. Sexta a gente tem a Maratona Final Fantasy e sábado com Isoito Lacrimosa of Dana e o Grande aí no começo da tarde, ok? Então, forte abraço, fui!